I'm just chilling in my robe. Everyone asks me where my robe is from before we get started. My robe is from Meshki. It has a little satin tie because I always get asked that every time I wear it too. Um, yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to be doing a little glam face. I've been wearing this face recently and wait, let me just respond to my friend. Let me know. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I've been doing this face recently and I thought I'd share it with you guys because I love this face. I always feel really pretty and confident when I wear it, and that's how you want to be feeling in your makeup. So I'm going to be starting off with the L'Oreal True Match Nude Plumping Tinted Serum. As you can tell, my face is like a lot paler than my body, and this is honestly my skin tone anytime. Like if I'm more tan, this is like just a little bit paler than what I am, and if I'm more um, pasty, then this is a little bit light. Oh, if I'm a little bit pasty, this is a little tanner than what I am. Like this is my regularist skin tone. But the thing is with that, is it doesn't always like have the coverage that I'm looking for, and so sometimes I build it up a little bit extra, which I'm going to do in a sec. But it's really nice and easy to apply. It's a nice thin kind of formula, and I'm just applying it with this brush from Mermaid Salon. It's like a chubby mermaid brush, I think they call it. Just putting it everywhere. This is like honestly one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I'm really a fan. I was a fan of the L'Oreal foundation, like the True Match foundation, but I really like the True Match serum as well. Like they're both really nice. You can see that it doesn't have as much coverage though, which is why I want to go in with some more of it. I feel like going in with some more will give me the coverage I'm looking for. And if it doesn't, concealer. I do think that you can build it up, but it doesn't build up that much because at the end of the day, it is a like more natural coverage kind of thing. It's not like it's going to become like a full matte beat, if that makes sense. I really like this foundation brush. It just covers such a wide surface area, but because of the shape, you can really get into like smaller detailed areas like around the nose or like around the eyes very easily, without it being too big to, you know, get in those areas. But it's also not too small where you're like blending away at like some silly goofy area for like ages. It's just a very practical face brush. I'm now going to go in with some concealer. This is a multitasker concealer, and this one's from Rimmel. It's not the best concealer in the world, but I think this is Rimmel's take on the Tarte Shape Tape. And it does the job. It brightens, it does add the coverage that I'm looking for, and, you know, generally just a pretty decent concealer, so we're going to use it today. All my alarms and calls and everything going off. Sorry, guys. I wonder if that's going to come across as in the live. Like, do you hear that? Probably you like heard the buzzing and the alarm, surely. I never know though. Sometimes I think that you're gonna hear something and then you don't. It doesn't like pick up on the video. Okay, next I've like got a pretty decent base down. I'm going to add some powder to set what we've got going. So I'm going to set the face with this one. This is the Nude by Nature Radiant Loose Powder Foundation. Natural mineral cover in the shade W1 Light. And why is this a little wonky that? Let's come back here. This is going to add a little coverage as well, which is why I like to wear it with the L'Oreal Plumping Serum on days like this where I want a little bit more coverage. I do like that L'Oreal Plumping Serum for like an everyday as well. But today I want just a little extra coverage. I am going to be running quite a few errands and I'm feeling like I would like the extra coverage. I might be out. Not late, but like, you know, just like I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff today. So I'd like to just have the extra bulletproofness. what would I call this? The extra coverage, the extra, I don't know, the insurance of having more coverage, yeah. There we go. That is my face done. Okay, next I want to, let's do eyes next. So, no, we'll do face next. Okay, sorry, I lied. Next I'm going to use some bronzer. This is the Becca bronzer in the shade Bronzed Bondi. It's a really, really gorgeous bronzer. I'm a big fan of it, and recently I used up some of the bronzers that were my go-to, and I think this is now the next in line to be the go-to bronzer out of what's in my drawer right now, because it just suits my skin tone right now at this time of year. It's a good color. It's very, very dark for compared to my other bronzers, but it blends out very nicely and it evens out in the end, and I really like the way it looks on the skin with the tones and stuff. So yeah, this is the current go-to bronzer. I'm a fan. I do believe that although Becca is discontinued, like it's a brand that is no longer done, you can still find it online at like Amazon and stuff. You can still purchase the product. Like there is still stock of this online in places. You could also check eBay, but I've heard that Amazon still has it. But yeah, it's a nice bronzer. It blends into the skin nicely. It's a slightly radiant bronzer. It doesn't have a flat matte finish. There is a little bit of glow, but I'm into that. Just adding a bit more warmth. I really do like the warmth from this bronzer. It's a really nice one. Very summery one for me. Like the reason I've been holding off on using this is because it was a little bit warm for my winter skin tone, whereas this is going to be really nice for the summer, and I just know that it's going to be even better the further we get into the summery, warmer months. Next, I'm going to go in with some blush, and I'm going to go in with the, let's do the California. No, I feel like I'm just kind of making this up a little bit as we go. I'm going to go in with the Rome Beauty one. Not Rome Beauty, Rare Beauty, sorry. My goodness. Where is my brush? I feel like Rare Beauty is like very popular right now. I feel like everyone is wearing their mascara, everyone's wearing their brow products. I am only into the color cheek products from them. I haven't tried the things like the brows and the mascaras and stuff, but the things that I have tried have been really superb. These cheek products are so pigmented. As you can tell, I'm like putting the smallest amount on, and it's really like giving a big pop to the whole cheek. Um, Very intense. Like I'm low-key scared of this blush. It's amazing. Really nice formula. It is easy to blend, but I'm only applying a small amount at a time because it is just so pigmented that I don't want to like grab a big dollop of it and then, be like way too blushed and I can't take it back. But yeah, it is a very nice blush. And this shade is, I think it's Joy. Yeah, the Joy shade is like kind of like their version of like that peachy pinky shade that is similar to like Nars Orgasm or Milani Luminoso. It's that kind of color family that I'm into the most. So that's why I chose this shade. And also I saw that Selena Gomez was wearing this shade in a bunch of promotional pictures. I just think this is a very versatile, universal type shade. I'm going to contour my nose a little bit with the the Milani Sun-Kissed Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. I'm just going in with an angled eyeshadow brush. I'm just dragging this down the sides of the nose. Oh, that really gave what I was looking for. Superb. And now that I have this little bronzing brush with me, I'm going to grab a little bit of that Becca bronzer that I was using earlier, and I'm going to take this through the creases of the eyes. Now, this is actually quite a warm bronzer for me and quite a dark bronzer for me. And so it's going to add, like, honestly, quite a decent amount of eyeshadow. I know I always do, like, bronzer as an eyeshadow, but in particular with Bronzed Bondi, this shade, as you can tell, is quite dark. So it is going to be able to provide, like, actually quite a decent amount of depth without just it being like a little bit of a wash. I can really, get in there and deepen it up. And I'm going to build it a little bit even on the outer corner just to further add dimension because it just gives a little bit more. Give me a sec. I try and take it in a lifting shape. I just feel like it's the most flattering for my eye shape. Okay, that is finished for the like adding of bronzer. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of fun color. Okay, it's Rooftop Cocktails from Colourpop. This is like my favorite Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadow. It's just beautiful. It has like a taupiness, it has a warmthy bronziness, it's got like a blue reflect. It's amazing, and I've just gotten into the habit of wearing it all the time. It's magical and it goes with everything. So yes, I'm packing this onto the lid. And you can see the blue reflect to it, but you can see also the little bit of depth that it's giving. Like this is a little bit darker of eye than this one, but not by that much, because I'm not trying to make it smoky and smudgy. I'm just trying to add like a little bit of shimmery, shiny, fun aspect. This look kind of combines two things that I'm really into. The first being a blue eye with a red lip. I think that's a really iconic, memorable combo. I used to wear like, you know, that in dance costumes and like dance performances when I was younger. It was always like blue eye makeup, which is so 2000s. Blue eye makeup with a red lip, both bold, very like disco. Um, and then my other fave, or another one of my favorite or most iconic looks in my opinion, is just like a bold red lip with a simple neutral eye and a big wing. And so this kind of combines those two because the eye is still neutral, but it's still also a little bit blue, as you can see. And so by combining this with the red lip that we're going to do in a sec, it's just such like a fun look for me, and it's like a perfect marriage of two different looks that I'm really into. So this is like a look that I really not only enjoy for right now, but I feel like it's nostalgic and also calls back to other looks that I also enjoy doing. It's like a combination of all these different things. Next I'm going to go in with some highlight, and the highlight that I'll be using today, let's use a Becca one. I feel like I have Pearl, yes. This is a new Pearl. Oh, actually I would like a little bit of champagne. We're going to go in with Soul Body's Platinum Shimmering Body Powder. This one is a Super Shock Shadow formula from Colourpop. It's pretty much in a giant form. I don't think I've used this much on this channel so far, but in real life, as you can see, it's getting pretty well loved. It's just a very easy highlighter to dig into on a night out because it's so large. You can apply this all over the chest pretty easily. For a body highlight, you can apply this, as I'm doing right now, to the face as like a face highlight. I don't think that this beats Lunch Money for me. Like, honestly, I would go back to Lunch Money because I'm not sure if you can see, but it does have slight shimmer or like glitterier reflex than I'd usually prefer in a highlight. So honestly, this is not my favorite Colourpop highlight ever, but I really do like the Super Shock highlight formula. This is my 5th highlighter that I've tried in this formula. All different shades of highlight have, let me start again. I've tried different shades from this same formula. And this is the second one of these giant Soul Body ones that I've been using. I do really like the scent of the Soul Body highlighters. It's really enjoyable. It's like a coconut, kind of like, I don't know, it's very much like a tropical coconut holiday type scent. I don't think that this shade is like my favorite shade I've ever tried, just because it has a slightly glitterier aspect to it that I usually avoid. I like a more sheen to the skin, and this has a little bit too much glitter for me, but it's still very pretty, and I liked the tones of this a lot. You know, it's definitely a platinum that has like an icier aspect, but also a champagne and golden vibe as well. I remember reading the shade description on the website and being like, wow, that's like literally everything I'm looking for tone-wise. And it is. Just like the formulation is just a little glitterier than I preferred. I'm just going to add a little bit of this to the brow bone as well. To the Cupid's bow. Ooh, let's do some in the inner corners. Just a little bit. I don't want a lot in the inner corners. I don't want it to be a big pop. I just want a little bit of brightness. Okay, that's that for there. Now I'm going to go in with some brows. For brows, I'm going to be using the Colourpop Black and Brown Brow Pomade. Just looks like this. comes a little pop. I'm going to use this brush from Morphe. This is the M165 brush. And I'm going to draw on my brows. Where's my mirror gone? I really like this Colourpop Barbie collaboration mirror to the point that I'm considering purchasing a second or even third one. I just use this a lot personally. And then a lot of the time when my sister and her friends or my friends or whoever are getting ready with us in this room with me, they like to have handheld mirrors as well. And so I feel like it'd be good if I brought in more handheld mirrors. More people could use them. Because right now a lot of people just grab mirrors from like, you know, the inside of makeup products, which I should mention, the Soul Body products with the highlights, they have this giant, massive mirror inside, which is great. And a lot of the time people would use a big mirror like this. I'm just thinking it'd be a little bit nicer if I had more handheld mirrors like this instead that I could share with people. But I don't know, let me know your thoughts. Should I get more handheld mirrors for everyone, or should I just let them continue using mirrors that come in compacts and stuff? I don't know. Now, in regards to this brow color, honestly, it's a little dark for my skin, not skin tone. It's a little dark for my hair color now. When I purchased this is before I bleached my hair. And it's one of the darker shades that Colourpop does. It does work still. I personally don't prefer doing like the darker brow and lighter hair look. I kind of want to bleach my brows a little bit so that it matches better, but we're with this color right now. It does match what my brow's current hair color is. Like, it matches my natural hair color. I just don't think it matches the color of the head on my... I just don't think it matches the color of the hair on my head right now. Also, this is so random, but I want to talk about some things that were announced at D23. I'm very excited for The Little Mermaid to come out. This channel is pro live action Little Mermaid. And if you have some weird racist thing to say about it, you can leave. Because I like don't want to hear it. I don't care. It's not relevant on this channel. And I don't want to see any of that in the comments. I'm very excited about Disenchanted. That's a movie that I'm like really looking forward to, and like have been looking forward to ever since it was like announced that they were going to be doing it, because honestly, it's like Enchanted is one of the better Disney movies in my opinion. That's the brows done, and they are way too dark for my preference, and I kind of don't like them that much, but hopefully I feel a little better when I have some eyeliner on. Let me just close this up. The eyeliner I'm going to be wearing is also from Colourpop. I'm trying to use a lot of Colourpop products today. This is the Colourpop BFF Liquid Liner. It has a really nice brush tip applicator, and I'm just going to draw a nice strong wing on each eye. Someone's using like a leaf blower. I'm so sorry about that. I hope you can't hear it. That worked out really nicely. I'm happy with that eye. Okay, that's the way the eyeliner's looking. Let's do the other side now. Yeah, they're gonna be fine. It's not totally even, but it's okay. I think that the red lip with like the strong wing is just such like a classic look. I'm just so into it. And the addition of this duochrome Rooftop Cocktails eyeshadow, it just adds like a modern take to it, but also like calls back to that blue eyeshadow that I love with the red lip as well, while still not being too out there, so it still is like a neutral vibe on the eyes. I'm just so obsessed with this eyeshadow and obsessed with every combo using this eyeshadow. I loved it with like just a nude lip so much. I was wearing that with just like lip gloss for ages. And right now it's with a red lip. I'm having a red lip moment as well though recently. Like I just feel like I used to wear a red lip really often when I was in high school. Like I would wear a red lip to school and be like, cool beans. And I kind of like drifted away from that as I went into a nude phase. But now I'm getting back into a red lip phase. Now these eyes are definitely not even. This one goes up and this one goes out. It's good enough. I did wear a red lip from Colourpop last night, and I can see it over there on my bed, but I can't be bothered to go get up and get it. And I have other red lips in my drawer, so I'm going to choose a different red lip. Usually I go for a matte red lip, but recently I've been really enjoying just going for like a normal satin finish. And so today I'm going to be wearing a classic in my collection. This is from the Kate Moss Rimmel line that they did together. I'm a big Kate Moss stan. I just think that she's such a fun model. Um, just a classic red lip in the shade 10. And I'm just going to pop this on the lips. It doesn't have to be very precise. I mean, not that I'm like going out of my way to make it messy, but it's just like I'm going for more of a blotted vibe, if that makes sense. Like a little bit of a softer edge than such a harsh, crisp edge that I would usually go for with a red lip. I think it just adds a more lived in, like fun feel to it. Trying to make a more curved lip shape because my lip is like obviously thinner and it goes down a little bit. I'm trying to make like a really like circular, pouty kind of vibe. Okay. That's pretty good. That is the completed look. I feel like the brows are okay now that everything's balanced out. The color of the classic bold red lip is really working for me. And the like little bit of blue on the eyes is such a fun little pop. Let me take my hair out and I'll say toodaloo to you. Also, if you're wanting everything, what am I was gonna say something. Everything I've said is like a little bit tired because I was out till very late last night, but I was out till late last night wearing this look, having a fun time. I forgot mascara again. Oh my goodness. Let's do a little bit of mascara together. Yeah, I did. Where's my mascara? The mascara that I've been using and loving so far has been the Heroin Make Long and Curl Mascara Advanced Film. It's from a Japanese brand and it is a very, very good mascara. It works well for Asian lashes, but I'm sure it would work well for someone with like longer lashes as well. I just think it's particularly good for someone like myself with like a short, straight kind of lash that goes almost turning downward. It's just like a oh, I've got some mascara in my hair. It's just a really, really good mascara, and I'm a fan. There we go. Did add a little difference, you can see. I feel like this look would also look really good with a fake lash. I was thinking about wearing a fake lash with this look out last night, but then I was like, no, I'll just stick with what I've got going. But I feel like it's got like kind of pin-uppy aspect to it because it's like very bold and like clean lines and stuff. And I just felt like oh, I've got lipstick on my teeth. I just felt like sorry about that, guys. That always frustrates me. Um, I just feel like adding a big fake lash would also tie into the vibes that this face is giving. I mean, you could, if you were to do this, you could always do it with the lash. Like, Add lash to anything and it always adds so much. I'm interested to try more combos with both this eye and this lip because I feel like a red lip could go with so many things, and I've tried it with a lot of things, but I haven't tried it with many duochrome combos, and obviously this is my favorite like flippy kind of eyeshadow, but I'm sure that there are other eyeshadows that I should try this with that will also look fun. Other things that I think would be fun would be, let me show you some of my other Colourpop singles. Let's talk about it. I think that this shade here, let me get it out. Where's my palette? Oh, here. My eyeshadow palette drawer is kind of a mess right now. This shade from Colourpop is kind of like a darker version of what's on my eyes right now, in that it has that like neutral base, like the brownie kind of almost base, but with like, again, that blue kind of flip. This is Wishful Winking from Colourpop. I feel like that would be fun with a red lip. I also think this one would be really fun because it has like a purpley aspect, but again, it has that blue flip. I think the blue flip with the red lip is always fun. This one's Glass Bull. I think that's also a combo that I would really enjoy. But yeah, I'm just really into doing a bold lip again. I also think that this eye look, as I've already done it with other things and loved it, I think that it would be also fun with like a really, really vampy lip, or even a black lip with just this eye, so the focus is on like the duochrome of the eyes and like the boldness of the intense lip. Sorry, I really should have like cleaned the lipstick off my teeth before I got into this chat. Finally, to set my face, I'm going to be using this setting spray in this bottle. Now you might be like, what is in there? Great question. It's actually a combination of 2 setting sprays, and I'm trying out today to see how they combine. I keep getting lipstick on my teeth. It's driving me insane. Usually I do the thing where you put your finger in your mouth and you like pop it through, but I don't want to get lipstick on my hand right now. Is this even going to work? Oh yeah. If you're wondering what's in here, it was the setting spray that was in there was both of the Maybelline ones. So it was the Maybelline Glass Spray and also the Maybelline Master Fix setting spray. So that's the matte one and the dewy one from Maybelline. I combined them and I was interested to see what they would be like as a combo if I mixed them together. So we're going to find out today. I'm very interested because I kind of know the wear time of like all the face products I'm wearing, but I don't really know what it's like to wear them with the combination of those 2 setting sprays. And I'm also interested to see what those 2 setting sprays look like in texture once they're dried down. See how it goes. Honestly, at first I was like, I hate these brows. These brows are fine. It's a little darker, I get it, but like, it's not that bad. With the rest of the face like bold now, it's not that intense. Okay, that's like decently dried down. The glass spray does have an interesting amount of radiance to it. I do think the matte setting spray is a very like bulletproof type of setting spray, but I did notice when I was pouring the glass setting spray from Maybelline into this, like I was decanting it and mixing it half-half. You can kind of see it's like half-half in there. I did notice that the glass spray is like a little bit oily in texture. I spilled a little bit on the side of the bottle, and like it was like an oily kind of setting spray. So I do think that although it's giving like a glass finish, I do think it's adding a little bit of oil to the skin to give it that like glow and radiance and stuff. And I'm not sure if I'm totally obsessed with that, but it never looks bad on the skin. It's just like it is adding to like it does affect the longevity of the makeup because the oiliness obviously is creating like a glow to the skin that isn't as long lasting as like a flat and matte kind of full coverage, like bulletproof kind of beat. Anyway, that's all I have to say today. Sorry, I keep getting lipstick on my teeth. It's driving me insane. I hope you enjoyed this look. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. If you'd like to see more from me, you can find me on every single platform at EmilyTitch20. Thank you so much for joining, and I will catch you next time. Bye. I got a lipstick on my tooth again. Bye.